Lloyd. I have the great good fortune of being the pastor of this church, and I'm very happy to welcome you to the Trinitarian Congregational Parish of Castine this afternoon. We are so glad you're here for what promises to be an exceptional afternoon of music. I have been lucky enough to sit in my office over the past many weeks listening to the rehearsals, and my goodness, we are in for a treat. So I want to say thank you to our musicians who are seated across the back for being here today and sharing your musical gifts with us. I just want to say a word about the genesis of this concert. The idea for the concert came when we discovered that our Steinway piano over there was in need of some repair and restoration. And as many of you may know, repairing and restoring a very old Steinway grand piano is not an inexpensive endeavor. So we dreamed up the idea of a concert both as a way to come together in community and listen to beautiful music, and as a benefit to support the work needed to keep that instrument sounding as beautiful as it currently does. There's a little history of the piano on your program, which is needs to be corrected in a couple of different ways. The piano, we don't know that the piano dates to 1820. Heather gave me some date in the 1800s, and I came up with 1820, which just coincidentally is the year this building was built, which is probably why it was in my head. What we do know is that it's been around since prior to 1880, so it is an old piano and a beautiful one. It came to the congregation sometime around 20 years ago through the effort of the Coolies and also Lou Bartlett, who's Shelley Small's mother. And there may have been others, and if you want to hear the story about it, I don't know if Shelley would mind you asking her, but perhaps after the concert, Shelley might be able to tell you some of that story. And we're very grateful for the folks who worked to bring this instrument to Castine, where it has graced our holiday concerts and our Sunday worships and weddings and memorial services and Thanksgiving gatherings and all manner of events. I know that many of you have already made a donation on your way in, but if you would like to make a donation to support our effort to restore the piano, and we hope you will be able to do so, there will be folks standing at the doors as you leave with a place to leave a donation. I will also be downstairs on the far side of the refreshment tent if you'd like to leave a donation with a credit card or Venmo. We have a QR code down there. And I just want to say thank you in advance for your presence here and for your generosity. As far as the program goes, just to sketch it out a little bit, there will be an 8-minute intermission partway through. It's a chance to stretch your legs, but not really long enough for you to wander far. And it probably bears saying that if you need a restroom, there is exactly one restroom in this church. It's down the stairs in the vestry. If you go down the stairs and take a right, you'll see an old piano, and it's just past that. So given that there's only one and there are more than one of you, please just be mindful of that fact. And I'll also note that the intermission is one song later than the program indicates. It'll be after the duet between Karen and Marion. And the concert should last for about 90 minutes. And at the end, we hope you will all join us for a reception outside, at which you'll have a chance to meet the musicians and chat with one another and enjoy some delicious and beautiful appetizers, along with wine, Prosecco, and a variety of non-alcoholic beverages. So if you'd like to join us in the reception, and we very much hope you will, as you exit the church at the end of the concert, you can just take a left, and you'll see a big tent right down there where you can pick up food and drink, and then enjoy the fruits of your foraging in our garden, which is looking lovely today. There's no cost for the reception. It's just our way of saying thank you for being here, and so we do hope you'll stay. And now, it is my very great pleasure to introduce Heather Emanuelson, who is the Director of Music here at the Trinitarian Congregational Parish, as well as a fabulous flutist and pianist and a choir director extraordinaire. So please welcome Heather.
Thank you. Is this working? Okay, good. Good afternoon. My name is Heather Emanuelson, and I am the Director of Music here at the Trinitarian Congregational Parish of Castine. It is my pleasure and honor to present this program today. This has been months in the making. The musicians have worked, it is not an exaggeration, months. And it's going to show. You are going to be so amazed, I promise. As Andy mentioned, we are raising funds to help pay for repairs and restoration of that beauty right there. One extra fact is that we know it was prior to 1880 because this piano only has 85 keys. and all current pianos past 1880 have 88. So Steinway thought they would try it out, and they gave up in 1880. So we know this is done prior to 1880 because there are 85 keys on it. It's only affected me one time. I went up for a good high note, and I hit that wood really hard. The musicians today are top-notch, and they're very excited to perform for you. And please indulge me for a moment, because I absolutely have to acknowledge some people. First off, Bruce Boskowitz, who is actually standing right there. Bruce, if you would raise your hand for us. There's Bruce. Bruce led the team for the beautiful reception after this concert. He created an amazing team of real go-getters. You will not be disappointed. His team includes Kim Torles, Robin Christie Carter, Terry Dotz, Sloan Butler, Helen Anderson, Barbara Cooper, Tina Anthony, and Bruce's lovely wife, Roberta, who was just there and is gone now. Also, thank you to Debbie Morehouse. This incredible person has changed and created this program no less than 20 times. And I'd like to say it wasn't my fault, but it is. So, and she did it every time with a smile and kindness, and there's just the one error about the intermission in the program. So, you know, overall, not too many bad things because I kept changing. So, fine. But she made an amazing program, and I'm sure you can look at that and see that. Also, special thanks to John Legg and John Grant. They made our gardens beautiful today for you to wander about after you get some delicious food and beverage. So please go enjoy those gardens. And thanks to John Legg and John Grant for that. Thank you to the Castine Arts Association. They became a media sponsor for us, and they were able to help us spread the word. So thank you to Castine Arts Association for that. And a final thanks to Andy Lloyd, up there now running sound. She listened to 100 of my ideas and navigated through all the logistics of it with me. And I think it's going to be an amazing program. So Andy, thank you. Thank you. Andy gave us a pretty good history of the piano, so I think we're ready to start our concert. Our first performance is going to be by our community choir. And I say community, meaning many communities. This choir is made up of 14 of the finest voices from the peninsula, including Castine, Penobscot, Stonington, Newburgh, Bangor, and possibly more. You will find all their bios on the back page of your program. We have educators, we have realtors, scientists, musicians, librarians, social workers, and more. And they all love to sing, which was actually the only requirement. They also just happen to be awesome. You will see them perform twice this afternoon. Please welcome our choir as they perform Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring by J.S. Bach, and accompanied by Karen Froehly on the organ. Thank you for that. That was nice, thank you. Our next performer was nominated for a Grammy for Best Opera Recording for Marco Polo. He has an extensive musical background, including work on commercials. Stephen Bryant is from Blue Hill, and a little known fun fact, I have a few little fun facts scattered throughout. One little fun fact number one, he's also a great pickleball player. In fact, he taught me. But he didn't teach me very well because I still cannot beat him. Soon. So from stages all around the world and the YMCA in Blue Hill to our concert venue, please welcome Stephen Bryant. I told you you'd be impressed. Our next performance, sorry for the change. I might hang out here. Our next performance is the trio from Loyer. That's the piece is called Trio. It's from Loyer. Karen Froehly, who you've heard on the organ and now also the piano. She has her master's in liturgical music with a focus on organ. She is the music director at the UU Church up the street, as well as at the Penobscot United Methodist Church, and she'll be on piano for this trio. Marion Feldman, who is standing over there with her beautiful cello, is an accomplished cellist who has performed in the U.S. and the Far East and is faculty at both New York University and the Manhattan School of Music. She'll be on cello today, and I will be on flute. Fun fact number 2, applause are held until the final movement of a piece is complete. Please enjoy Loyer. Thank you. Our next performer, it might be a face some of you recognize, Douglas Beck. He was the former priest over at the Episcopalian Church right here in Castine, and he is now the priest at the Church by the Sea in Blue Hill. Douglas wrote Brianna's Dream after he was commissioned by a family for their daughter, Brianna. And this piece explores Brianna's dreams about her life and what her future holds. Please enjoy Brianna's Dream, an original composition by Douglas Beck. Special thanks to Colleen for being our piano person today. Thank you. Our next performance is a sonata in G major. It's written by Sam Martini, and it's performed by the musical excellence of Marion Feldman and Karen Froehly. Following this performance, we will have a very brief intermission for you to stand and stretch your legs, but as Andy mentioned, please do not go far. The concert will resume in approximately 8 minutes. Marion and Karen? please feel free to stretch your legs. The concert will begin again right at 5 o'clock.
we're going to start again in 1 minute. If you can start to find your way back to your seats, we're going to start again in 1 minute.
Welcome back. That was a fast 8 minutes, wasn't it? We have, for our second half of the program, the first thing we have up is God's Time is Best by J.S. Bach. This is actually written for keyboard, but Douglas Beck has learned the harp, and you will hear just how great he is at it. So he thought he would take that piece and arrange it for 2 harps, but I don't play harp yet. So then we switched it over one of the parts to flute. So let's welcome Douglas Beck back up for a harp and flute duet on God's Time is Best. Douglas Beck writes some great music. That was fabulous. That was beautiful. Bach wrote that one technically, but he arranged that. Next, we have our choir coming back up, so let's welcome them back up. We're going to be singing Vivaldi's famous Gloria in Excelsis Deo. To keep the microphone on the stand. I was pretty sure I was going to launch that. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so good. Next up, well, it's all been really good, but let's welcome Stephen Bryant. He's going to give a couple words about what's happening next, and another guarantee, you're going to enjoy it.
So, this is an aria in two parts called the catalog aria. This is Mozart's hears a woman whom he can't see talking about how her lover has left her, and she's very distraught. And Don Giovanni says, "Oh, I'm going to console her. Oh, I'm going to console her." And he finally sees who she is. He says, "No, I'm not." And he pushes Leporello in his place. "Look, tell her how I've been." He says, "Well, what exactly should I tell her?" He says, "Tell her everything. Tutto." Because this is going to be sung in Italian. So, as Don Giovanni leaves, he says to Don Elvira, "E consolatevi, non siete voi, non foste e non sarete." You aren't the first, and you will not be the last. Here is the catalog that I will tell you about. So in part one, he goes through the people he's been with in Italy. There's 640. The people he's been with in Germany, 240. And he goes to France and Turkey. Ma in Hispania, 1,003. 1,003. And so he says that they're all different kinds, from the highest to the lowest. And in the second part of the aria, he says if they are brunette, he tells how constant they are. And if they are blonde, he says how sweet they are. And if they are old, it doesn't matter. Still goes in the list. It doesn't matter if they're rich, homely, poor, as long as they wear a gonella, a dress. So, we give you the catalog aria, sung by Leporello, and I must say, I know it's in the program, but I have to plug it again. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, that Winter Harbor Music Festival is performing Don Giovanni the 14th through the 17th of August in Winter Harbor at the Hammond Hall. And I'm singing on the 15th and the 17th. So, just so you know.
Non siete voi, non foste e non sarete, né la prima né l'ultima. Guardate, questo non pigio libro è tutto pieno de nomi di sue belle. Ogni villa, ogni borgo, ogni paese è testimon di sue dolesche prese. Madamina, il catalogo è questo, delle belle che amò il padron mio, un catalogo che ho fatto io. Osservate, leggete con me, osservate, leggete con me. In Italia 640, 100 in Francia, in Turchia 91, ma in Spagna son già 1.300. 1.300, sì, 1.300. Tra queste contadine, camerieri cittadine, contesse baronesse, marchesane, principesse, e donne, ogni grado, ogni forma, ogni età, ogni forma, ogni età. In Italia 640,
We have just about concluded our program. We have one final piece. It is the trio by Carl Maria von Weber. And this will be performed by Marion Feldman on the cello, Karen Froehly on the piano, and I will be on the flute. Thank you again for coming today and helping to support our piano. You will find, as this piece ends, that there will be some people by the back doors. If you hadn't yet maybe had the opportunity and wanted to put in some donation, we would be beyond grateful. We would be so appreciative. And obviously the piano is so gorgeous. She deserves to be in the very best shape she can be. Also, though, Pastor Andy will be downstairs. I think she had mentioned it with a credit card reader and also a Venmo code. Do I have that right? So if you need that, that's great too. And then please join us under the tent for the cocktail reception with some beautiful and delicious appetizers. You will have an opportunity to speak with the musicians. We'll be down there milling around. We'd love to chat with you and see what you guys thought. And thank you again for your support of our beautiful piano and helping us to maintain her excellence for many more years to come. Thank you. again for coming. Please join us in the tent.